Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is March 18th, 2023. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, we'll take a look at stocks with very high short ratio and see how to benefit from it. First off, let's start with a quick market update and then go from there. Look, from a market perspective, we got here S&P 500. Look, it's been going down off late, since February, as you can see here, but now it's trying to go higher, as you can see here. And we got Dow Jones Industrial Average. It has a big drop, as you can see here. Now it's trying to turn around. And we got Nasdaq. Nasdaq is cruising along pretty well with all the issues with the financials. Money is coming into these Nasdaq stocks, which are really these big technology companies and non-financial companies. That's why Nasdaq is going higher, because it's got very less exposure to financials. And we got Russell 2000 small cap stocks here. Look, Russell is coming down big time, as you can see here. Huge drop here. And now it's trying to gain some footing and probably it'll go higher from here. But we got to wait for next week. Next week's Fed is meeting and most probably it will raise by 25 basis points. We got to be waiting for a tone of J. Paul. If he's a little more bullish and if we make some comments saying we will watch and then raise the interest rate based on the data, then market can go higher. But if he's adamant to raise the rates, then market can come down. Look, bonds are going higher very nicely. This is causing impact to the yield or the interest rate. Look, interest rate is coming down. So this is really really creating some issues. So we'll see how it goes. Normally yields coming down is a good sign, but market does not know what Fed is going to do. If the Fed raises the interest rate, bond can come down and interest rate can go higher. So that's why you got to be careful here. And then you got crude oil here. Crude oil, as you can see here, coming down. It's taking the energy stocks along with it. All these big energy names like ExxonMobil, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, Devon, they're all down because of crude oil here. They're closely tied to them. But at these levels, I'm picking up some of the energy names. Look, precious metal gold is going higher. Folks are worried about inflation and the safe haven gold is going higher nicely, as you can see here. And then you got dollar here. Dollar is coming down, as you can see here, mainly because interest rate is coming down. That's causing the dollar also to come down, which is a good sign here. Alright, so with this we'll go into a few more general market update and go from there. Look, what we'll do is we'll go into fear and greed index from CNN, which will give you a good idea what's going on in the overall market. Look, from a fear and greed index perspective, right now we are at extreme fear at 25, as you can see here, and last week we were at 20, even below this level here. So that's why right now we moved from 20, which is 1 week ago, as you can see here, to 25. That tells you folks are a little bit comfortable right now because Fed might be rescuing some of these big banks like Silicon Valley Bank, and we got other big banks trying to help First Republic Bank. So that's why folks are a little bit comfortable. We are still in the extreme fear mode, mainly because the Fed is meeting next week. We'll see how it goes. Most probably Fed might even keep quiet, or they might raise the rates by 25 basis points, and they will say, hey, let's watch for the data and take action accordingly. Otherwise it will be spooking the banking sector. That's why you got to be careful here. So that's why I'm expecting a relief rally after the Fed meeting next week. Alright, now let's go into a few more details here. I will take you to this Finviz here, one of my favorite platform here. I got elite membership, but you can have the normal finviz.com. Click on the groups here. Look, we got groups. Click on the groups. You will get such a view here. Look what's going on here. Look, we got financials down big time for 1 day. Look, 2.75% down. And look, energy is down big time on a weekly basis, and financials are again down on a weekly basis. And communication services are going higher, mainly because Facebook is laying off 10,000 people and tightening the belt. And there is also some news around TikTok. Probably it might get banned in US. That's why some of these communication stocks like Snapchat and Facebook and these stocks are going higher. And look, it's even pronounced in a 1 week time frame here. Communication stocks are higher and money is coming into technology. These big technology names like Apple, Microsoft, Google, and so on and so forth. Anyone semiconductors, they can do well. So that's why money is going out of financials into these high-tech and communication services. As you look through here, monthly performance, look, financials again in the red zone here. So financial names are down big time, followed by energy on a 1 month basis. And look, on a 3 month basis, again, energy is down here. Healthcare is also down. We can pick up some great healthcare stocks at these levels here. And on a yearly basis here, we got 1 year. So look, 1 year real estate is down big time here. As the interest rates goes higher, the demand for real estate might come down. That's why real estate is down here, followed by communication services. Think about Facebook and Snap and so on and so forth here. That's also down. And financials also, look, it's down big time on a yearly basis here. So that's the overall picture here. And now we'll go into sector rotation here, my favorite platform again, which is traditix.com here. You can register free in traditix.com. You get a lot of information and great information. Look, you can go all the way down here. I would say, go into time frame here, go into sector rotations and say 15-day. That's good enough here. Look, on a 15-day time frame here, look what's going on here. We got energy coming down big time. Look at that huge drop in energy, led by all the bank fears. As these feds increase the rates, what's going on is all these banks which have bonds, and they hold a lot of these bonds, but they need some immediate money because clients are really removing the money, withdrawing the money from the bank. So they will end up selling these bonds at a loss. So that's why this raising interest rates is not a great sign for these banks, because they will, especially these smaller banks, end up selling the treasury or bonds at a loss. That's what's going on here, and at least it's stabilizing right now. And next we got here, look, we got energy. Energy is also down big time. Energy is one of my favorite. I buy energy when it's down big time, and then generally it goes higher. Even financials is great at these levels here. If you even buy XLF for that XLF, which is energy ETF, or even if you buy some Bank of America, JP Morgan, and some of these great banks, even Wells Fargo, you will do very well. Generally, in the entire sector is down. And then you got here materials down. And look what's on the top here. We got technology, which is XLK, as many of you know, that's cruising along nicely. And then we got here communication services, which is these big media companies, that's also going nicely. And then you got here utilities. Utilities are coming down mainly because interest rate might go in higher. That's why utilities are coming down. Folks will rather buy some of these bonds, versus or even some of these treasuries versus hanging on to utilities. That's why it's coming down slightly, but not quite. So that's what's going on from a macro perspective. And next we'll go into a little bit ETF and see what's going on in the ETF world, just to get some idea. what I've done is I've looked at main ETFs here. Look, we got SPY, which is one of the great big S&P 500 ETF, as many of you know here. Look what's going on here right now. SPY on a short-term basis, it's hold on a medium term basis. It's a 50% buy, long-term 50% sell. Overall trend is sell, as you can see here, but it's trying to at these levels here you could slowly start buying SPY. It's got 4-star ratings from Morningstar, as you can see here, 4-star rating from Morningstar. And looking at the RSI here, look, RSI 14 days is 43, RSI 7 days 42. It's slightly getting weaker. At these levels here you could just slowly start buying some SPY. One of my favorite way to trade SPY is to basically sell put spreads underneath, mainly because look at that IV rank here, very high IV rank. This tells you will get very good premium if you sell put options or a put spreads way below the current stock price. So I got some of these support levels for you here. You could sell some of these put spreads below 358, which is support level 3, 31% below current ETF price here. So it's one of the great ways here. And also keep watching here. One of my favorite ways to do is really look at some of these high open interest names here. Look, we got high open interest in SPY, great for option trading. And then look at QQQ here. Look at QQQ. It's got very high open interest here. And look what's going on. Short-term buy, medium-term buy, long-term 50% buy. Trend is again buy. So it's a great one. It's got 5-star rating from Morningstar here. This is a great one to really sell some put options underneath. And right now it's got 39 as IV rank here. Even now it's got rich premium up here also. Look at XLF here. XLF is down big time. Look at the performance in XLF here. Financials are down big time, as you can see here. And look, financials are sell, as you can see here. And from a Morningstar perspective, it's a 4-star rating. And look, RSI perspective, RSI 14 days 25, RSI 7 days 22. At these levels, I'm accumulating this XLF slowly. This will bounce back, big time, maybe in 3 to 4 months time frame here. And my favorite is even IWM, small cap. This took beating, as you can see here, down big time. Look at that option open interest, very, very high. So this is also a great one here. And now let's look at the major trends here. So as you go through the major trends here, look what's going on here. Look, we got block here. Block is really blockchain, as many of you know here. Blockchain is cruising. Stocks like Marathon Digital that we talked about last week, it went up so much, because of this money is flowing into blockchain here. Blockchain is doing well. Crypto is doing very well, as you can see here. And as we scan through here, we got social media doing very well. And we got a few more things here. Cyber security is also doing very well. And ARK FinTech ETF, that's doing very well. Cathy Wood's ETF here. And then we got here semiconductors. Semiconductor is also doing very well. In general, money is flowing into these names. All right, now let's go back to finviz.com here. Look at the stocks with very high short ratio. So look, I got here a screener here. I will go into the screener. The screener is called short interest. So as I go into short interest screen, look, it's very few criteria. You could play along in finviz.com free version also here. Look, I made sure the stock price is over $1. I don't want to trade penny stocks in this market, and I want to make sure the float or short float is more than 10%, and I want to make sure the volume is over 1 million shares traded. Very simple here. And if you don't have Finviz Elite, you could go into ownership tab here, and look, we got short float right here, as you can see here. These are all the stocks with very, very, very high short float here. If you have Finviz Elite, you could go into the custom tab, and you can select what you want to see here. Look, top of the list here, Silvergate, as you can see here. Silvergate, look what's going on here. Stock is down big time. Last week performance is down 18%. Even on Friday it's down 3.30%. At this time, Silvergate, I think the game is over. I would not put my money here. There could be some, I mean, it might go bankrupt. That's why, it's going down big time here. Look, in 1 year, Silvergate is down 98%. At this time, we should not put money here unless you're super smart speculator. I would recommend not putting money here. And as you scan through here, keep a watch here on the change. If it is going down and if the RSI is low, I say don't catch falling knife here. Look for some semblance of stock going higher and RSI is low, then you can put some money. Also keep a watch on insider and institutional transactions here. If insiders are buying big time, you could take a look at such names here. Look, Carvana here, insiders are buying, institutions are buying, so you could look at such names here. And look, Carvana at this time here, there is a, from an RSI perspective, RSI is low, as you can see here, 43, but looks like insiders are buying. You could look at such names here and go into such names here. All right, so what we'll do now is we'll go into a quick spreadsheet here where I compile the data from various data sources and see which short squeeze names we can buy. All right, let's go in here. And this is my short squeeze names here. This data is compiled from a lot of data sources, including Finviz, Bar Chart, TradingView, Stock Rover, and so on and so forth here. Look, I've sorted this by high short ratio, which is short float. As you can see here, you got short float right here, very high short float names, as you can see here. And we also have a filter on volume. I want to make sure volume is over 1 million shares traded. That's the volume filter. Very simple here. And we also have the price more than $1. Very simple filter, as you can see here. Silvergate is at the top here. And look, RSI in 14 days 24, RSI in 7 days 12, and it's a sell from analyst perspective. As you can see here, analyst trading is sell. From a technical perspective also, it's a strong sell, as you can see here. And look, from a short, medium, long term, all it's a sell at this time. Game over. I would not be putting my money here. And then you got Bed Bath and Beyond, as you can see here, BBBY. And look, it's a hold from analyst perspective, sell from technical perspective, strong sell, short, medium, and long term, as you can see here. And it's got slightly higher float, as you can see here, 115 million shares float, slightly higher for me. So at this time, I would not be catching this falling knife. If you go further here, look what's going on here. 1 day down, 5 day down, 10 day down. So I would not be catching the falling knife here. Instead, I would wait for it to stabilize. That's why first two here I would not be buying. Next, look at Carvana here. Carvana, on the other hand, as you can see here, insiders are buying, institutions are also buying, as you can see here. From an RSI perspective, slightly getting weaker. RSI 14 is 43, RSI 7 is 42, as you can see here. But look, it's trying to go higher, even when market is going down. That's why this could be one you could slowly buy at these levels here. It's bucking the trend and trying to go higher, regardless of what market is doing, which is going down. And we got a few more as you can scan through here. Keep a watch on the RSI levels as usual, and insider buying and selling. And what we could do now is we could look at few names here and make sure the list is not huge. But before you do that, look here, we've got few names. Look, Marathon Digital. Marathon has done very well. Look at the performance in last 5 days here. It went higher. Last 10 days went higher. So at these levels here, as you can see here from an RSI perspective, look, RSI 14 days 62, RSI 7 days 74. I would wait for this to come down slightly before I put my new money here. And look, VTNR, it's a good one at these levels here. VTNR, as you can see here, it's trying to go higher. As you can see here, it's up 2.8% at these levels. So you could buy some VTNR. It's a very volatile stock, energy name. I think you could buy some of VTNR here. As you can see here, we got a few more names. What we'll do now is we'll look at stocks with the low RSI here, because we don't want to look at high RSI names. I could click on here RSI. Let's see here. We got here RSI. Let's go down here. All right, so we can click on the low RSI here. It will put a filter to make sure RSI is low. Look, these names have got low RSI. You could look at this short list here and go from there. Look, we got few names here, all low RSI, as you can see here. And for the folks who want to look at the option open interest, we got option open interest also. I love when the option open interest is higher, so that way those stocks can go higher. And look, we got few names here. We talked about Carvana earlier. Carvana, as you can see here, we got IV rank, which is not too high. And as you scan through here, put call volume ratio is 0.74, which is below 1. Put call open interest is 1. This tells you this stock is there is open interest, nice open interest here above 500k, which is good. And there are more call buying going on Friday. That's why Carvana could be a good one here. And what we'll do now is we'll also look at open interest more than 500k, so we can narrow down this list here and then go after some great ones here. All right, let's do 500,000. All right, so let's look at these names here. We are looking at option open interest more than, looks like I put a filter somewhere else here. Option volume, let's remove that. All right, let's look at option open interest here. I think I got a filter right here. I could put this filter here, and let's make sure it's 500k. Let's go back here, open interest. All right, let's go down here, and yeah, it's at 200,000. We could even bump it up slightly. That let's keep it at 200 or make it even 300,000. I'll make it 400,000, so that way we get some good stocks with the nice, nice option open interest. Look, we got these names here. Just 24 stocks, not too much here. Carvana is one of them here. Look, Carvana at these levels, as you can scan through here. Look, it's trying to slightly go higher, bucking the trend. So I would be looking at buying some Carvana here. Then as you scan through here, we got one more bucking the trend right here, which is Sirius XM. Sirius XM, as many of you know here, this really doesn't have a good short squeeze. I would not put my money at these levels here. It's not a great short squeeze, but if you want to buy huge volume and play around, you could do it. But this does not give you a big short squeeze, as many of you know here. And then you got here a few more. As you see here, we got one more here. Quantum QS. This is really a EV stock, as many of you know here. EV battery play here. So at this time here, as you can scan through, it's bucking the trend, trying to go higher. And from an option open interest perspective, it's got good open interest, 432k, and stock is trying to go higher. You could buy some QuantumScape here, QS, and go after that one here. And then you got a few more here. Look, Lyft, after going down big time here, Lyft is trying to go higher. As you can scan through from a Lyft, from an RSI perspective, RSI 14 days 46, RSI 7 days 60. That tells you right now we got to be slightly careful, mainly because it's gone up 15% in 5 days. But if it comes slightly down, you could buy some Lyft at these levels here. All right, let's look at a few more here. We got Lumen. Lumen has been going down, as many of you know here, big time. As you scan through here, Lumen is coming down, and it's really weak from a direction perspective. 100% strong sell, and medium term also sell. So that's why you got to be slightly careful. This one is taking a beating of late here. And as you scan through here, we got one more here. Charge point, as you can see here, charge point as you scan through here. This is really in one day it's 0%, and from a RSI perspective, look, RSI 14 days 35, 7 days 27. At this time it's trying to turn around here. You could look at that one also here. And we got few more here. We got Peloton, as you can see here. Peloton, look what's going on in Peloton here. Peloton, look, it's going down. 1 day, 5 day, and so on and so forth here. I would say wait for slight uptick here, then you could go into Peloton here. And as you scan through here, keep a watch on 1 day, 5 day performance, and you want to look at the ones which are going higher. All right, now what we'll do is we'll basically remove the filters here and just look at the short, high short here. I will remove the filter, and let's look at just high short and look at few more filters and go from there. All right, let's go into high short. All right, so we got high short names here. Count is 370, as you can see here, and we could look at our volume here. Let's make sure volume is over 1 million shares traded. I could just click on this filter here, volume filter. All right, so we got our volume also more than 1 million shares traded, and now we could look at a few more things here. Look, we want to see where insiders are buying. I could click on insider buy here. Now we can look at where insiders are buying and look at those names here. Look, we got Carvana, insiders are buying, as you can see here, and stock is also trying to go higher. You could look at that one here. And then you got Novax got crushed, as many of you know here. Look at the performance drop here, big time down here. Looks like insiders are buying some Novax, not too much here. If you're a little more patient type investor, you could buy some Novax given insiders are buying here. And then you got Figs here, $5 stock, as you can see here. Look at that insider buying percentage. Nice insider buy here in Figs. But look what's going on. Stock is down in Figs, as you can see here, down 4.1% in 1 day, 3.9% in 5 day, and so on and so forth here. And Figs, as you see here, from an option perspective, not very active, and put call ratio perspective, Figs has got more call going on in a put call volume ratio perspective. On Friday there are more folks buying the call option, so this could also turn around, but it's not a huge option open interest. Not too many folks buying options at this time here. And as you scan through here, we got a few more stocks here. Look, we got EVA here, $30 stock. Look at that nice insider buy, 17%. You could take a look at this one also. As you look through this one here, stock is trying to get some footing here. Right now on Friday, down 0.4%. You could take a look at that one here, but look what's going on. It's 100% sell from a technical perspective all along here, but looks like analysts are saying buy, so you could slowly buy some and trade with what analysts are talking about. You go on the technical, it's a strong sell. Analysts are saying buy. Looks like 5 analysts are following EVA. And you've got a few more here. As you can scan through, keep watch on the insider buying here. You got RX here, and this one is look, nice insider buy here, and keep watching the RSI levels here. From an RSI perspective, we got RSI 14 day 43, RSI 7 day 40. You could take a look at this one also. This one is a buy from an analyst perspective, but looks like it's a strong sell from a technical perspective at this time here. And we got a few more here. We got a few more, as you can see here, with the insider buying here. We got ETNB here, $12 stock. Look at that insider as well as institutional buying big time in ETNB. It's a strong buy from analyst perspective, as you can see here. From an RSI perspective, look, RSI is coming down slightly here, but look, you could buy this one also here, given stock is down slightly, but in a 5-day basis it's going higher. You could look at this one also here. And we got AUPH here, and look, this one is also up in 10-day time frame and 5-day time frame, and RSI perspective, RSI is slightly high for me. I would not be picking this one up here. Let's do one thing. Let's look at the low RSI candidates here to shorten this list here. All right, this is a shortened list. As you can see here, there is some insider and institution buying going on here, and RSI is lower. You could look at this stock here, and look, we got a few more names now, and we got Workhorse, as you can see here, again $1 stock. You got to be slightly careful with the lower price stocks like Workhorse. And Workhorse, look, it's down, as you can see here. I would wait for some semblance of stock going higher before I pick up this stock here. As you scan through here, we got one more here, Sana Bio. Look, it's trying to go higher, as you can see here. RSI perspective, look, RSI 7 days 48, RSI 14 days 44. That tells you stock is trying to make its way higher. And look, you could look at this one also here, Sana Bio. Looks like institutions are buying this one here. And we got a few more. We talked about EVA. You could look at this one also here. Buy from analyst perspective, and look from a RSI perspective. It's down big time, as you can see here. And you got to be slightly careful when that happens. You want to look for some semblance of stock going higher. Right now, it's not there. And look, we got a few more here. We got Clean Spark, as you can see here. Stock is trying to go higher from an RSI perspective. RSI 7 days 51, RSI 14 days 45. You could also buy some Clean Spark at this level here. Look, it's a strong buy from analyst perspective. From a technical perspective, right now it's look, short term 100% sell, medium term 50% sell, long term 100% sell. So you could look at this one also here, mainly because institutions are buying, and there's a strong buy from an analyst perspective. And we've got a few more, as you can scan through here. Keep a watch on institutional buying and insider buying as we scan through here. And we talked about a few names already. We got Rocket, RCKT here. Rocket, as we scan through here, we got let's see what's going on in Rocket. Rocket, as you see here, 1 day down 5.4%. I would not buy Rocket at these levels here. I want to see some progress here before I pick Rocket up. I would rather buy ETNB here. It's trying to go higher in 5-day time frame. And then you got one more right here, PNT, Point you could buy here, mainly because look, institutions are buying Point, insiders are also buying Point, and stock is trying to go higher in 5-day time frame. It's got a strong buy. 11 analysts are following this one here. Even the technical perspective is sell. I would slowly make some buy in Point here. And last but not least, we got Western Union. As you can see here, Western Union, as you see here, it's trying to go higher when the market is going down. And look, from a performance perspective, it's not done well. But look, analysts are saying hold. If you're a speculative type person here, you could buy some the Western Union here, but look, performance is not great here. It's purely a speculative play. Looks like 10-year it has done okay, 40%, but off late it's trying to go down here with all the financials going down. But this could be a good one for a little bit longer term. As the financials go higher, even Western Union can go higher. All right, so with that, we'll look at one or two stocks in a little more detail here. Let's look at Carvana here, CVNA. So I will take you to optionstrat, one of my favorite tool here. Optionstrat. Before I go into any more detail here, look, on Friday here we got a few areas which are down big time here. Look, XLF, which is financials, down big time. Nvidia down on Friday. I mean, there is more bearish volume from an option flow perspective. SPY, FRC, so on and so forth here. On the bullish side, we got Baidu, American Airlines, and so on and so forth. As you can see here, those are bullish ones here. All right, let's look at Carvana here, CVNA, and look at go from there. Look, Carvana. Many of you know it's a car vending machine type company here. Look, it's got 82k bullish here and 235k bearish, so that tells you it's more bearish than bullish at this time from an option flow perspective. And if you click on this here, basically if you're wondering how to go to this screen, you could go into flow and flow summary. That's where I am right now. Go to optionstrat.com, and if you click on this here, you could look at what's going on here. Look, Carvana, somebody's selling a put almost closer to the market closing here. That's a bullish sign. It's a sweep that tells you, they want to just buy this, sell this $10 put here on Carvana. And as you can scan through here, Carvana price right now is $765. They're selling a March 17, basically $10 put. They're thinking between now and March 17th, Carvana will at least close about $10. That's why they're, selling this 18k premium put here, which is sweep, which tells you this person is bullish, and that's why they're putting 18k here on Carvana. We could also, look at one or two more names here, and let's keep a watch on few names here which are trying to be going higher in 1 day, 5 day, and look at those names here. All right, let's go here. And look, we got Carvana, we talked about it, and we got Cheesecake Factory here. Cake also trying to go slightly higher, as you can see here in 5 day here. Cake is $35, as you see here. It's trying to show some strength, but let's look at what's going on in Cheesecake Factory or Cake here. Let's go back here and say Cake. All right, there's nothing much in Cake from a volume perspective. I think we should look at stocks with a little bit higher open interest here. Let me click on this open interest filter here. Let's look at a little more higher open interest names here. Let's come back here and let's look at the open interest. And instead of I think I have a little bit higher number here instead of, this is good, 200k, not bad. And we could look at Novavax. Novavax is a $5 stock, as you can see here, and we can see what's going on in Novavax. So we don't have too much option interest in Novavax. We got Fisker here. Fisker, as you can see, are down big time. I would not be looking at Fisker. Let's do one thing. Let's remove the open interest here and look at a few more names. Actually, let's look at high short and open interest more than 500, maybe say 200k is good here. Let's go to open interest here. All right, so we got few names here, as you can scan through here. We can look at the stocks that are trying to go higher. We looked at Carvana, and we could look at VTNR here. Look, VTNR, it's got some open interest, not too much here. We can see what's going on here. All right, VTNR also, there is nothing much going on, but we could look at the chart in my favorite charting platform here, which is stocks, which is TradingView here. Let's look at this stock here. I will go into the chart, super charts, and let's look at VTNR. All right, so we got VTNR here. Let's go into a 1 day type view here, and let's say we got 3 day. Let's say 1 day here. All right, so we got a one-day chart. VTNR is, as you can see here, in squeeze indicator. It's trying to go higher, strengthening at this time here. And as we go back here, VTNR, Vertex Energy, go back here, Vertex Energy right here. Right now, RSI perspective, RSI 14 days 47, 7 days 42. And you could look at this one here. It's trying to come down slightly here, but look from a squeeze perspective, the squeeze indicator is showing it's even going higher. You could slightly open some position on the down day here. It already had a nice move, as you can see here, but given the RSI is low, this can also go higher. But I would wait for it to come down more, and then I would go into VTNR. And we got few more, as you can scan through here. Marathon Digital, I would not go at this level here. And look, we got one more here. Let's look at few more. Right, blockchain again, done nicely. I would not pick it up at these levels here. Look, QuantumScape, you could look at QuantumScape here, QS. QuantumScape, as you can see, this is a good one here. Look, it's came down, trying to make way higher. We got one red bar here, so I would say wait slightly. It's trying to go higher here. You could slowly pick up some QuantumScape here. Given it's below the middle bar in Bollinger Band, it can try to cross above the middle bar here, like it's done in the past. You could look at this one also here. And as you scan through here, you got a few more going on here. We got one more right here. Lift has done nicely here. I would not look at lift at these levels here, but it can still go higher. Let's look at lift very quickly here. Look, lift in a one-day chart perspective, it's trying to come down. It's trying to around the middle bar here. We got one red candle. I would wait for it to stabilize before I buy lift at these levels here. And we got few more going on here. Let's look at one more. Zillow, look, it's trying to go higher. As you can see here, I would not buy Zillow at these levels here, mainly because look, interest rate might be going higher. That will have some issue for stocks like Zillow here. And we got Etsy here. Etsy, look, it's trying to go higher. And RSI perspective, look, it's down big time here. As money is flowing into technology sector, you could buy some lift at these levels here and go from there. Let's look at Etsy here and go from there. All right, Etsy, look, it's trying to go higher now. So you could buy some Etsy here. Look, it can do well long term. And we got, let's see here, we got Fastly here. Fastly, look, it went up nicely, as you can see here, up 15% in 5 days here. And as you scan through from an RSI perspective, slightly higher. I would not put my money at these levels here. On the other hand, we got Pure Storage here, PSTG from an RSI perspective 35 and 38. This is trying to go higher, so you could buy some PSTG at these levels here. PSTG, look, this one is look from a lazy bear indicator perspective, the red bar is getting shorter, and this stock can go higher. We could buy some Pure Storage at these levels here. As you scan through the news item here, there's some news item here. There is some layoffs going on, nothing great here, but as the stock is showing from a lazy bear indicator perspective, this can go higher. And look, it's got 11% short squeeze here, so you could buy this one also. So with that, we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.